you keep on dating the same way, how do you think you're ever going to find anybody different to the guys you're currently dating? For whatever reason there is, if you continue to date in the same way, then you are going to be getting the same result. That famous quote from Albert Einstein, which is, insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. And that goes for you too, girly. I don't know what your problem is. Maybe you're anxiously attached. Maybe you're more avoidantly attached. Maybe you just choose superficial traits and don't get to anything deeper. Fully expect them to be emotionally intelligent. Maybe you go for them being tall, but that doesn't actually tell you anything about them. And you're just not getting anywhere in dating. Therefore, you need to change it up. Look, some of this is your fault. You need to sit down and have a good hard look at what it is that you really want from a relationship. Because I'm sure you're fed up with time wasters, fed up with people being untrustworthy, and just want to find someone that actually wants to be in a relationship with you too. But that means you've got to do something differently. You've got to go in with a plan, go in with clarity, and go after it. While still balancing a sense of feminine energy, because that can come across quite masculine. Which isn't a problem, it's just an element of balance. Apart from which, I don't want you spending your entire time in the dating process being on the emotional roller coaster. Dating is not meant to be filled with anxiety. You're actually meant to enjoy the majority of moments. And if you keep finding that you enter the emotional roller coaster and have to keep going through that ride, then we've got to get you out. We've got to press the emergency button and get you onto a different ride. One that you've got a steering wheel for, and maybe an accelerator pedal too. And that is exactly what I work with people on in my Back to Dating program. Through the modules we go through in the program, you will start dating in a completely different way. You'll see it differently, you'll see yourself differently, and you will show up differently in a way that you can actually attract people that you want to go on a date with, that actually might have some potential, instead of keeping on choosing the wrong guys that are just a waste of time. If you want to do that, then you've got to first be ready and prepared to admit that you need to change. And if you want my help doing that, you can get started on my Back to Dating program for just a couple of £100, so we can get you back to dating with absolute confidence, get you off that emotional roller coaster. Drop me a DM on Instagram with the word interested if you want to find out the details, and we can check to see if it's the right program for you.